Be Femanon, 24, working at the local bookstore and somehow still optimistic about dating. Best friend Zoe constantly tells me I'm wasting my time with romance. Dating is overrated. Relationships are just emotional labor. You're better off alone. Zoe, you've never even tried dating seriously. Exactly, and look how peaceful my life is. She spends weekends reading books and hiking while I'm getting my heart trampled. Decide to prove her wrong by finding the perfect boyfriend this year. Download every dating app known to humanity. Create profiles with cute photos. Within hours, getting matches from guys who look promising on paper. First date is with Derek, 26, claims to be software engineer. Shows up in stained hoodie and cargo shorts. Smells like he hasn't showered in days. Sorry I'm late, had to finish a raid. Conversation doesn't flow naturally this time. He spends entire dinner talking about his guild drama and cryptocurrency investments. So what do you do for fun? Mostly gaming, some crypto trading, typical stuff. What about you? Before I can answer, he's back to explaining blockchain technology. Check phone under table, text Zoe, this is a disaster. She responds with laughing emoji. Derek asks if I want to see his car, leads me to rusted Honda Civic with anime stickers. She's not much to look at, but the engine purrs. Engine sounds like dying cat. Derek, this has been nice, but I should head home. Already, we were just getting started. Drive home wondering how his photos looked so normal. Zoe calls immediately, how did Prince Charming work out? He was basically a Reddit comment in human form. Told you dating was trash. Second attempt is blind date set up by coworker. Trust me, he's perfect for you. Tall, dark, and handsome. Famous last words. Meet James at Italian restaurant. He is indeed tall, dark, and handsome. Also turns out to be the most pretentious person alive. I only drink wine from this specific region of France. The terroir is exquisite. Orders for both of us without asking. She'll have the salmon, make sure it's wild caught. Actually, I'm vegetarian. Oh, that's just a phase, you'll grow out of it. Proceeds to mansplain wine pairing for 20 minutes. Tells me my job at bookstore is quaint and suggests I consider more ambitious career paths. Have you thought about real estate? That's where the money is. James, I like working with books. Books are becoming obsolete anyway. Excuse myself to bathroom, call Zoe from a stall. He's treating me like I'm his personal improvement project. Dump his wine snob ass and come watch Netflix with me. Return to table where James has ordered dessert without consulting me. Thought we'd share the tiramisu, very romantic. It's not romantic, it's controlling. Fake emergency phone call to escape. My sister needs me, family crisis. James actually looks annoyed. Can it wait? We haven't discussed your 5-year plan. Leave him with the check and tiramisu. Third date comes from Tinder. Guy named Alex with decent conversation skills. Seems normal through texting. Suggests coffee date at local cafe. Arrive to find Alex is actually married and looking for side action. My wife doesn't understand me, classic cheating husband opener. Alex, your profile says you're single. Technically separated. Since when? Since about an hour ago when I told her I was going to the gym. Get up to leave immediately. He follows me to parking lot. Come on, don't be so uptight. It's just coffee. Alex, go home to your wife. She doesn't have to know, but I would know, you absolute creep. Drive home fuming. Call Zoe, who's cooking dinner peacefully. Let me guess, another winner. Married guy looking for a fair partner. Why are you surprised? Dating apps are cesspool of human garbage. Fourth attempt is set up through mutual friend at party. You have to meet my cousin Brian. He's single and has his life together. Brian seems promising at first, works as teacher, volunteers at animal shelter. Conversation starts well, shared interest in hiking and indie movies. Then he mentions he still lives with his parents at 28. Nothing wrong with multi-generational living. It's economically smart. Sure, Brian, very smart, trying to be open-minded. Date goes okay until he takes me to his house to meet the family. His mom answers door. Brian brought another girl home. Apparently this is regular occurrence. Mom treats me like job interview. What are your intentions with my son? Mom, please stop. Brian, I'm just asking. Sit through awkward dinner where mom cuts his food and does baby talk. Does my little Brian want more mashed potatoes? He's almost 30 years old. Excuse myself after mom starts showing baby photos. He was such a cute baby, still is my little angel. Brian walks me to car. She really likes you. Brian, that's the problem. Date 5 is coffee. Meet up with guy from Bumble, seems mature and stable. Kevin, 25, works in finance, normal photos, reasonable conversation. Everything going well until he starts talking about his ex-girlfriend. She was crazy, totally psychotic. All women are crazy, actually. Kevin, that's a broad generalization. No, seriously, every girl I've dated was insane. Maybe the common factor is you. What's that supposed to mean? He lists every ex-girlfriend and their supposed mental issues. Sarah was bipolar, Melissa was borderline, Jessica had daddy issues. Sounds like you're attracted to troubled people, or maybe women are just nuts. Leave after he starts rating his exes on attractiveness scale. Zoe texts during my drive home. How's the search for true love going? Currently questioning my faith in humanity. Join the dark side, we have cookies. Take break from dating for a few weeks. Focus on work and hobbies. Actually enjoy the peace, no drama, no disappointment, no awkward conversations. Reading books, hanging with Zoe, going to yoga class. Life is pretty good. Zoe points this out constantly. Notice how happy you are without dating stress. It's just a coincidence. Or maybe I'm right about relationships being overrated. Decide to give dating one more shot. Meet someone organically at coffee shop. Cute guy reading same book as me. Natural conversation starter. How are you liking Murakami? It's beautifully weird, exactly what I thought. Exchange numbers, plan actual book discussion date. Feels promising. Meet up at bookstore where I work. He seems genuinely interested in literature. Conversation flows better than previous disasters. Shared intellectual interests. Want to grab dinner after? Sure, that sounds nice. Walk to nearby restaurant, everything going smoothly for once. Then his phone starts buzzing constantly. He ignores it at first. Eventually checks messages, face goes pale. I have to take this. Steps outside for 20 minutes. Comes back looking stressed. Everything okay? My ex is having crisis. I need to help her. What kind of crisis? She's threatening to hurt herself if I don't come over. Classic emotional manipulation tactic. That sounds like job for professionals. You don't understand she's fragile, and you're enabling her behavior. He leaves to rescue his toxic ex, sticks me with dinner bill, texts Zoe from the restaurant. The universe is conspiring against me, or trying to teach you something. What's that supposed to mean? That maybe I'm right about dating being waste of time and energy. Decide to try speed dating event. Surely law of averages will work. Pay $40 to have 5-minute conversations with random men. First guy opens with, "So what's your body count?" Classy introduction. Second guy spends entire time talking about his crypto portfolio. Third guy asks if I'm into threesomes within first minute. Fourth guy is clearly drunk and keeps forgetting my name. Fifth guy seems normal until he mentions his collection of vintage dolls. They're not toys, they're collectible investment pieces. Leave speed dating event, wondering why I paid money for this torture. Zoe picks me up. How was the husband shopping? Like cattle auction, but worse. At least cattle get decent treatment. Exactly my point about dating. Try online dating one more time. Super selective with matches. Find guy who seems perfect on paper. PhD in literature, works at museum. Exchange long, thoughtful messages about books and art. Build connection over weeks. Finally agree to meet in person. Excited because conversation has been amazing. Show up to date location. Wait for an hour. He never appears. Check messages. He's ghosted completely. Profile deleted. Either he was catfishing or got cold feet. Either way, it's devastating. Call Zoe from my car crying, "I give up, you're right about everything." Dating is pointless. Relationships are overrated. Men are trash. Now you're getting it. How are you so happy being single? Because I don't need anyone else to validate my existence. I have hobbies, friends, career goals, personal growth. Relationship would just complicate all that good stuff. Start paying attention to Zoe's lifestyle. She really does seem content. Weekends filled with activities she enjoys, no drama, no heartbreak. Reads books, goes hiking, learns new skills, travels when she wants. Don't you ever get lonely? Sometimes, but loneliness is temporary. Bad relationships are prolonged suffering. Realize she might have point about modern dating culture, apps designed to keep you swiping, not actually connecting. Most people looking for entertainment or validation, not genuine partnership. Dating has become performative instead of authentic. Decide to take extended break from romance. Focus on self-improvement. Start taking pottery classes, learn Spanish, read more books. Hang out with Zoe and other single friends who seem genuinely happy. Discover there's an entire community of people who prioritize personal growth over romantic relationships, and they're thriving. A few months later, coworker asks about my dating life. Seeing anyone special? Nope, and not really looking. That's so sad. Everyone needs someone. Do they though? What about having family, kids, traditional life path? There are many ways to build fulfilling life. Coworker looks at me like I've joined cult, but honestly feel more peaceful. No more anxiety about dating apps, no more disappointing first dates, no more analyzing text messages for hidden meanings, no more getting hopes up just to have them crushed. Start focusing energy on things I can actually control. Career advancement, personal hobbies, meaningful friendships. Zoe and I planned trip to Europe, something I never could have done while trying to coordinate around someone else's schedule and preferences. This is nice. What is? Having complete autonomy over my life choices. Told you dating was overrated. You were right about a lot of things. Year later, genuinely happy with single life. Coworkers still ask when I'm going to start dating again. Maybe someday, maybe never. Either way, I'm good. Zoe and I become those friends who do everything together. People assume we're dating each other, which is hilarious. Are you two a couple? No, we're just friends who enjoy each other's company, without all the complications of romance. Occasionally wonder if I'm missing out on something. Then remember the string of dating disasters and feel grateful. Derek with his anime car, James with his wine lectures, Alex with his secret wife, Brian with his helicopter mom, Kevin with his crazy ex stories, book guy who ghosted me, speed dating nightmare, all the app disappointments. Compared to that chaos, peaceful single life feels like luxury. Zoe was right from the beginning about relationships being overrated, at least in current dating climate, where genuine connection seems impossible. Maybe someday things will change, maybe they won't. Either way, I'm not waiting around for Prince Charming. Too busy living actual life to waste time on fantasy romance. Be me, 23, recently single after girlfriend moved across the country for job, not looking for serious relationship, but also not wanting to be celibate monk. Best friend since college is Chloe, 22, recently got out of toxic relationship. Ugh, men are trash, but I still have needs. Chloe, that's quite the dilemma. What if we just helped each other out? Helped each other out, how? You know, friends with benefits situation, nearly choke on beer. Chloe, are you seriously suggesting? Why not? We're both adults. We trust each other, no drama, no strings attached. Just physical stuff when we need it. Sounds too good to be true. What about our friendship? What about it? We're mature people. We can separate physical from emotional, famous last words. Agree to trial run because honestly sounds convenient. Establish ground rules like we're negotiating peace treaty. No sleeping over, no dates, just hookups, no jealousy if we see other people. Absolutely no feelings, and definitely no cuddling after. Shake hands like business deal to keeping it simple. First few weeks actually work perfectly. Text when horny, meet up, go home. This is great. Right, why doesn't everyone do this? Because most people are emotionally immature, feeling very smug about arrangement. Then Chloe starts bringing snacks to our hookup sessions. Thought you might be hungry. Chloe, this is dangerously close to caring. It's just goldfish crackers, not a marriage proposal. Start staying longer to finish movies we put on as background noise. We should probably wrap this up, but the movie's getting good. Chloe, we agreed no hanging out. This isn't hanging out, it's just efficient. Month in, and she's practically moved into my place. Toothbrush appears in my bathroom. It's just practical. Leaves clothes in my dresser, saves time getting dressed, starts cooking breakfast. I was hungry anyway, might as well make extra. Chloe, this is starting to look like relationship. No, it's not. We're just optimizing our arrangement. Optimizing for what exactly? Maximum comfort and convenience. She's using business terminology. Friends start noticing we're always together. Are you two dating now? Absolutely not, we're just friends. Friends who spend every night together. It's complicated. No, it's not. You're clearly dating. Chloe gets defensive when people ask. We have very clear boundaries. What boundaries? Lots of boundaries. Name one. Awkward silence because honestly can't think of any remaining boundaries. Start getting jealous when Chloe mentions other guys. Who's Brad? Just some guy from my yoga class. What kind of guy? Why do you care? I don't care, just curious. You sound like you care. I definitely don't care. Spend rest of night wondering what Brad looks like and if he's better than me. Chloe starts doing same thing. Who was that girl texting you? Just my coworker about project. She texts a lot for work stuff. Sarah's very thorough. Sarah seems very interested in your projects. Chloe, are you jealous? Why would I be jealous of your coworker? That's what I'm wondering. I'm just making conversation. Both clearly violating no jealousy rule, but neither wants to admit it. Decide to test boundaries by going on actual date with someone else. Tell Chloe about it casually. Probably won't be around Friday. Why not? Have dinner plans with who? Girl from coffee shop, watch her face change. That's great, good for you. Tone suggests otherwise. Thought you'd be happy for me. I am happy, why wouldn't I be happy? You seem upset. I'm not upset, I'm just surprised. Surprised about what? That you're dating other people already. Chloe, that was literally the agreement. Write the agreement. Date with coffee shop girl goes terribly because keep thinking about Chloe. So what do you do for fun? Mostly hang out with my friend Chloe. Oh, is she your best friend? Something like that. Spend entire dinner talking about Chloe accidentally. You mention this Chloe person a lot, do I? Like every other sentence, realize I'm completely screwed. Go home to find Chloe waiting with Chinese takeout. How was your date? It was fine. Just fine. Yeah, not really feeling it. Why not? She's not my type. What's your type? Dangerous question that might reveal too much. Just different. Different how? Different from you. Immediately regret saying that. Different from me how? Forget I said anything. No, tell me how she's different from me. Chloe, this is weird territory. I'm just curious. She doesn't know me like you do. And that's bad because I like people who know me. So you like me. As a friend, yes. Just as a friend. Stare at each other for a long moment. Sexual tension thick enough to cut. End up having best hookup session yet. Afterwards lie there breathing heavily. We should probably talk about what just happened. What about it? That felt different. Different how? More intense? Probably just been a while. It's been 2 days, Chloe. 2 days is a while. She's clearly deflecting. A few weeks later, Chloe gets sick with flu. Show up with soup and medicine without being asked. You don't have to take care of me. I know, but I want to. Why? Because you're my friend. Friends don't usually do this much. Maybe I'm an exceptionally good friend. Or maybe something else. Spend next 3 days nursing her back to health. Bringing meals, watching movies, making sure she takes medicine. This is very boyfriend behavior. No, it's not. It's basic human decency. Anon, you slept on my couch for 3 nights. You were sick. Friends don't usually do that. Good friends do. We might be more than good friends. Don't read into it. Chloe's birthday arrives and make elaborate dinner plans. This is very date-like. It's just dinner between friends. Friends don't usually make reservations at fancy restaurants. It's your birthday. You deserve nice things. Show up with flowers and expensive wine. This is definitely date behavior. Friends can give flowers, not roses, Anon. They were on sale. 12 red roses were on sale. Yes, bulk discount. She's not buying my excuse. Dinner goes perfectly. Conversation flows naturally. Laughing constantly. This is the most fun I've had in months. Me too. We should do this more often. Do what? Go on dates. These aren't dates, they're friend dinners. Anon, this is literally a date. No, it's not. Romantic restaurant, flowers, wine, fancy clothes. If it walks like duck and quacks like duck, it's still not a duck. That's not how that saying works. I'm making new version. Walk her to car after dinner. Perfect romantic moment. Thank you for tonight. You're welcome. Lean in for good night kiss. She kisses back enthusiastically. That was definitely not friend kiss. It was friendly kiss. Anon, that had tongue, friendly tongue. There's no such thing as friendly tongue. I'm pioneering new concept. A month later, Chloe's sister visits from out of town. So you must be the boyfriend. Actually, we're just friends. Chloe's sister looks confused. Friends who live together. We don't live together. Your stuff is everywhere. Look around Chloe's apartment. She's right. My things are scattered around. Xbox, clothes, books. Basically moved in without realizing. When did all my stuff get here? Gradually over past few months. We should probably address this. Address what? The fact that we're basically cohabiting. We're not cohabiting. Anon, your mail comes here. That's just convenience. You have key to my apartment for emergencies. You've used it 15 times this week. Lots of emergencies. Sister watches this exchange with growing amusement. You two are adorable. We're not adorable, we're friends. Friends with benefits. Very specific type of friendship. Honey, that's called dating. No, it's completely different. How is it different? Dating involves feelings. And you don't have feelings. Dangerous question. Look at Chloe, who's avoiding eye contact. It's complicated. Sounds pretty simple to me. You're seeing what you want to see. Sister leaves after weekend, but damage is done. Conversation planted seed of doubt about our arrangement. Start analyzing every interaction. Do I have feelings? Is this just physical or something more? Catch myself buying Chloe's favorite coffee without being asked, "Why did you get me this?" You like vanilla lattes, but I didn't ask for one, just thought you'd want it. That's very thoughtful. Don't read into it. I'm not reading into anything. Good because there's nothing to read. But clearly there is something to read because keep doing thoughtful things. Remember important dates. Bring favorite snacks. Listen to work problems. Anon, you're being very attentive lately. I'm always attentive. Not like this. Like what? Like you actually care about my feelings. I do care about your feelings. As a friend, right as a friend. Good because friends is all we are. Exactly just friends. Both clearly lying, but neither wants to admit it. Breaking point comes when Chloe gets promoted at work. We should celebrate. How do you want to celebrate? Dinner and drinks. Sounds like date. It's not a date, it's celebration between friends. Friends who have sex regularly, friends who help each other out. Anon, do you hear yourself? I hear practical person making sense. Go out for celebration dinner. Chloe looks amazing in new dress. You look beautiful. Thank you. Like really beautiful. Anon, you're staring. Sorry, just appreciating what? How lucky I am. Lucky to have sex buddy. Lucky to have you in my life. Dangerous territory again. Dinner conversation turns serious. What are we doing? Having dinner, you know what I mean. Honestly, I have no idea anymore. Me neither. This was supposed to be simple. It was simple. When did it get complicated? Probably around month 2. When you started bringing snacks. Or when you started sleeping over. Or when we started acting like couple in public. Or when I got jealous about coffee shop girl. You were jealous. Obviously, I was jealous. Why didn't you say something? Because that violates our agreement. Screw our agreement. What does that mean? It means maybe we should renegotiate terms. What kind of terms? Terms that include feelings. What kind of feelings? The kind that make you buy someone's favorite coffee and remember their important dates and get jealous when they mention other people. Those kind of feelings. Stare at each other across table. So what do we do now? We could try dating for real. But what if it ruins our friendship? What if it makes it better? What if we break up and lose everything? What if we don't? That's a lot of what ifs. Life is a lot of what ifs. Decide to officially transition from friends with benefits to actual relationship. Surprisingly, everything stays exactly the same, except now we can admit feelings. This is weird, what's weird, and nothing changed, but everything's different. We just stopped lying to ourselves. I've been in love with you for months, probably since week 3. Why didn't you say anything? Because I'm idiot who thought he could separate physical from emotional. Join the club, you too. Obviously me too, so we're both idiots. But we're idiots together, that's the best kind. Year later, friends ask how we ended up together. We started as friends with benefits. How did that work out? Terribly, we caught feelings immediately. Spent months pretending we didn't care, while clearly caring a lot. Sounds complicated. It was unnecessarily complicated. We could have just dated from the beginning, but that would have been too easy. Apparently we needed to take scenic route through denial. Now happily dating and occasionally laugh about our friends with benefits phase. Remember when you insisted flowers were just friendly gesture? Remember when you said there was such thing as friendly tongue? We were really committed to that lie. Commitment to wrong thing. Should have committed to each other sooner. Better late than never. Friends with benefits experiment taught us that casual sex between friends is neither casual nor friendly. When real feelings are involved, turns out you can't compartmentalize emotions like filing cabinet, especially when person knows you better than anyone else, and makes you laugh harder than anyone else, and cares about your day more than anyone else. At that point, it's not friends with benefits, it's just relationship in denial.